Hey guys, molweni, sanibonani, dumelang, goeiedag. Yeah, thank you very much for tuning into my channel. Thank you for watching. Please do subscribe, like the videos, and share comments at the bottom. So today's topic is not a long topic. It's quite nice and short, but I just felt on my journey this is something that I learned for myself that is quite important. Like you guys know, I am on a journey where I'm trying to learn more of myself, about God, and also getting accustomed to some of the African lifestyles or African traditions for myself. And, learning about all of these things has just amazed me so much. It has blown my mind up, and I'm very, very excited for the things that I'm currently learning. But something that I think was quite important that I would like to share with everyone is what we call spiritual self-reliance. So when I talk about spiritual self-reliance, I'm talking about being reliant upon yourself, trusting your own spirit, and knowing that God can speak through you and your ancestors can speak through you, and whatever thing that you might be going through or whatever concerns that you might have, to be reliant upon yourself and not upon anyone else. What I something that has touched me a lot is, like you guys know, I've been through a lot of churches. So I've been to about over 13 churches, and especially now within this period that I am going through my journey, my husband and I have been attending quite a few churches as well. And something that we have learned and have asked some of the members, of course, is that there's a lot of lack of self-reliance spiritually upon yourselves. A lot of people would go to church because they had a hectic week, and when they come to church on Sunday, they feel that strength, they feel that empowerment. They go and have these preachers, teachers, whatever different titles that people carry in the church, have them lay their hands upon their heads because they want to be spiritually revived. And that is what was the most difficult thing for me as being a member of a church. And I found that I became so not reliant upon my own spirit that I I wavered away from what God wanted for me. Because remember, when you go to church, keep in mind that as much as there's a message, we are all going through different experience. The message might not be for you that day. The message might be for someone else. So you might feel a bit discouraged because you're not getting what you went there for. But then there's some people who go and they feed so much off these different leaders in the church. And something that I found is, I think the main question that I asked a lot of people is, why do we allow leaders to, or why do you allow leaders to tell you what to do? Why do you allow leaders to control most of your life? Because remember what you hear in church. So if the church says, stop drinking alcohol, in your house you don't drink alcohol. Yes, there are a lot of benefits to it, but why do you do it? Are you doing it because you are told to do it, or are you stopping because that is something that you understand that this body is a blessing from God. You understand that this body is a gift from God, and you want to take care of it. And when He looks down upon you and sees the amazing things that you are doing with the body that He has entrusted you with, do is that why you're doing it, or is it because you've been told to? Also, a lot of things that a lot of people do in their houses are things that they are told to do from an outside source. And where does the spiritual reliance come from? And that is just basically what has been working on my mind a lot. And I've been going through that and finding my own space now where I'm able to say, I feel that I'm starting to be more spiritually self-reliant. I trust myself with the choices that I make for myself. I no longer have to consult a preacher. I no longer have to consult a bishop. I no longer need to consult a teacher. I take care of my body because I understand why I have the body. I understand the gift that I've received. I take care of my home because I understand the importance of cleanliness. I understand that if I want the Spirit of God to dwell within it, I need Him to come to a home where He will easily find me and not find cockroaches before He sees me. I understand that if my kids grow up in an environment that is constantly clean, they'll know how to take care of the earth outside. And there's many reasons to why we do things, but ultimately we need to be spiritually self-reliant to understand what our spirits need for ourselves. And remember that the guidelines that you receive in church, these different churches that we attend, and the guidelines that we receive in these different churches that we go to, they sometimes don't go upon the Spirit of God, but they go upon general. Because I think we all get to a point whereby we have financial problems. We all get to a point whereby we have physical problems. We all get to a point whereby we've got emotional problems. And all of these churches touch upon that. They will never know what is happening within your home unless you tell them, and they will not advise according to people that live in the situation every day, but they will advise according to all of the other situations that they've had. I've found that a lot of us depend so much on outside sources to tell us how to live our lives that we forget that the main reason why we are here, the Lord has entrusted us with these beautiful bodies, with beautiful spirits. We are all different. We are all unique. We are all made in the image of our Heavenly Father. And we need to learn what is good for us by being in connection with our Heavenly Father ourselves, and stop wanting other people to tell us how to live our lives. And with that being said, I hope that this little message will help all of you just really take the time out to find your own spiritual self-reliance. I've done that a lot these days, and reading my scriptures, I feel so much better, because now I don't read a story I don't take those examples that I read in the Bible and say, this is how I'm supposed to handle a situation, because the times there are not the same as my times. The type of resources they had are not the same resources that I had for myself, but it allows